statements for every financial year. Books of accounts. Books of accounts includes records maintained and derived to sum of money received and expensed by the company. Matters in relation with receipts and expenditure takes place. Sales and purchases. Sales and purchases of goods and services by the company. Assets and liabilities. What is a mandatory requirement? Every company needs to every company shall prepare books of accounts. So every company shall prepare books of accounts. Every company வந்து எல்லாருமே books of accounts prepare பண்ணணும். Every company prepare books of accounts. First mandatory requirement every company should prepare books of accounts, other relevant papers and financial statement for every financial year. Books of accounts includes records made by receipts and sum of the money received and expensed by the company, matter in relation with receipts and expenditures, and sales and purchases of the goods and services, and assets and liabilities, of the company, and items of cost as described under section 148. Books of accounts. Books of accounts should give a true and fair view of the company and its branch. It means the financial statement or fee from material statement, and financial performance and the positioning of the entity. Consolidation financial statement. Approval concept double entry system. Books and papers. Books or papers. It includes DRDW, DWM, DBM, deeds, registers, document writings, register, document writings, books of accounts, voucher, minutes. Deeds, register, document writing, books of accounts, voucher, minutes, deeds, register, documents, writings, books of accounts, vouchers, minutes, books and papers, books or papers and books or papers. Following includes Section 2, subsection 12, deeds, register, documents, writings, books of accounts, vouchers, minutes. Financial statement, Section 129, statements of profit and loss account, or income and expenditure account for the financial year, balance sheet for the end of the financial year, explaining notes, annex form, party number, FS, statement of changes in equity, cash flow statement for not required for OTC, small company, government company, and private company. If it is startup company, recognized by DIPP, and have properly filed financial statement and annual return with ROC. Schedule 3, Division 1, Schedule 3, Division 1, requirements. It should give a true and fair view, comply with the accounting standards prepared as per Schedule 3 format. Financial statement do not comply with ECAS, but is not comply with AS shall disclose deviations, reasons, financial effects arising out of such deviation. It should be prepared, signed, approved, audited, circulated, and AGM should be adopted and filed with the ROCs. Laying of financial board of directors should lay before the AGM. If it is before circulate பண்ணிட்டு it should present before AGM. Consolidated financial statement. A company has having one or more subsidiary, it shall prepare CFS, CFS of the company, or CFS of the company, and all subsidiaries plus associate in provisions applicable to the for preparation, leading adoption and audit of FS holding company shall apply to CFS also. In holding company, three things prepare பண்ணணும். It should prepare CFS, standalone financial statement, CFS and AOC1, a separate statement containing the 7 features of FS and features of its subsidiaries plus associated form AOC1. It should be attached in the company's FS. CFS shall be prepared to Schedule 3 format and applicable accounting standards. What if the applicable accounting standard does not necessitate the preparation of CFS of the company? In that case, if it is sufficient, if CFS complies with Schedule 3, in case it is sufficient, if CFS complies with Schedule 3. Exemption in preparing CFS. The company is not listed. If it is a listed company, CFS confirm prepare பண்ணணும். If it is not a listed company, in the process of listing கூட இருக்கக்கூடாது. The company is a subsidiary of another company. All the members of the company have been intimated in writing that the CFS will not be prepared. Okay, no member objects the presentation of CFS. Ultimate and the intermediate, or intermediate holding company files CFS with ROC. அதாச்சும் 3 companies இருக்கு. A is a subsidiary to B, B is a subsidiary to C, C is a subsidiary to D. இல்ல A is a holding company. So A to B is a subsidiary company and B to C is a subsidiary company and C for D is a subsidiary company. If B is going to file, C is not going to prepare CFS, and the C company should not be a listed company and should not be a process of listing. So either A or B should prepare a CFS and should file with the ROC. That is CFS, consolidated financial statement. Exemption by CG. Exemption by CG. The application for exemption shall be made by the CG for the class of company. CG may provide the exemption on its own. The company is exempted from complying requirements and section for the rules made thereunder. Exemption may be unconditional subject to conditions. A series is for providing exemption. It is necessary to grant exemption to public interest. What is the financial year? Period ending on the 31st March of every year, that is 1/4/2024 to 31/3/2025. Exceptions: the company is incorporated on or after 1st January, and the first financial will end on 31st of the following year. 31st of the following year. Suppose 1/1/2021 if it is incorporated, then the financial year will end on 31/3/2022. 2021 இது வச்சுனா 2022 is financial year end ஆகுது. Foreign company, holding subsidiary company. A company or body corporate is holding or subsidiary or a company incorporated outside India and is required to follow a financial different financial year. இப்போ வந்து Indian company இருக்கு, foreign company இருக்கு. Indian company, foreign company is following Jan to December as a financial year, but Indian company is following April to March. If different financial இருந்துச்சுன்னா like Indian company need to ask permission from the CG that they are going to the holding company is following this financial year. They need to change it. அவங்க சென்ட்ரல் கவர்மெண்ட் கிட்ட சொல்லணும் permission வாங்கிட்டு CG will allow them to follow Jan to December as a financial year. Application made by the company body corporate to CG. If CG is satisfied, CG accept பண்ணிட்டு they may allow to any period as FS financial year FY whether or not the period in a year. Kamala Limited is incorporated on 3rd January 2021 and as a company is per act financial year 3rd January 2021 incorporated. Then 31/3/2022 is every periodical financial statement is section 129A. Prepare financial results on such periodical basis and is on such form as may be prescribed to obtain approval from the board and complete audit and limited review of such periodical results in the prescribed manner. To file a copy with the ROC within 30 days of the completion of the relevant period with the prescribed fee. XY Limited received a communication from the central government for preparation of a periodical results and a complete audit of a limited review for periodical functional results, financial results. The board have raised the objection on the ground that it has unlisted company. The periodical financial need not be prepared. Objection of the board is not correct. Section 129A specifies even if it is an unlisted company, CG it has to prepare a periodical financial statement if CG has to. If the central government வந்து கேட்டாச்சு unlisted company prepare பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிச்சு, they need to prepare. They need to prepare periodical financial preservation of books of accounts. Books of accounts plus vouchers the entries in the books of accounts to be preserved for 8 years. Central government central government asks them to preserve more than 8 years also they need to do. If there fraud happened, who will be punished? Managing director, whole-time director in charge of finance, CFO, and any other person who made responsible by the board for the same. And penalty, imprisonment is less than equal to 1 year, or 50,000 to 5 lakh, up to 5 lakh fine, or both. Another thing. Company is wanted to maintain a books of accounts AFS and other books papers the register office, or they may keep their books of accounts and the AFS and other books and papers in some other place in India. At the side the board board they some other place said they need to pass a board resolution and they can keep their books of accounts in some other place. It should notify the ROC within 7 days. Every company shall keep a books of account other relevant paper as its register officer option. They can keep in the India and decided with board full director within 7 days. 7 days. But branch office applies to the branch office in or outside. Branch office in India India to they need to keep the books of accounts in branch office itself. In the books and papers branch office itself. Proper they need to send to the register office proper periodic summaries. For register office and company and the company send one. If it is some other place in India, they need to send PPSR, proper periodic summarized return. PPSR for books of accounts kept outside India. Shall be sent shall be sent to the quarterly intervals. Suppose a company is outside India, they need to prepare and they need to send the quarterly returns. These returns shall be kept open for inspection by the director, register office or such place or such other place in India during the business hours. Director check panna, register office such other place during the business hours. Penalty with the contraventions of the provisions related to the books of accounts. Who will be punished? Managing director, whole-time director in charge of finance, CFO, and any other person who made responsible for that. Inspect pannalam. Inspect the director may inspect any type of director, nominee, independent director, promoter, whole-time director, and other books of account papers during the business hours at hour or any place. A person can inspect the books of accounts of the subsidiary only if authorized by the board resolution. Board resolution they need to authorize. Director can inspect the books of accounts and books and papers. They cannot take copies. But they can inspect the director having the subsidiary right. If we inspect the books of accounts of the company, they cannot be tied with AOA. AOA is specified by AOA restriction. They are having authority to inspect the books of accounts. What if the books of accounts and other books of papers are maintained outside. If the director wishes to inspect the same, shall furnish the written request to the company stating details of financial information needed and the period for which the financial information is required. And the receipt of request, company shall produce such financial statement to the director within 15 days. Within 15 days, parang days for 7 days, they need to file the ROC. If they are changing the register office, they need to specify the ROC within 7 days. India, within 15 days, they need the financial information director reach out. Directors will seek the information individually, seek information only individually. If inspection, the agent will but if it is seeking information, he cannot seek information when outside the country through his agent or representative. Director he need to go for seeking information. For inspecting, any director he can appoint other person also. He can appoint agent also or anybody. So director can seek information individually. He cannot seek information maintained outside the country through his agent or representative. Who else can inspect the books of accounts? Mentioned by the directors. ROC, officer authorized by CG, officers authorized by SEBI. ROC officer authorized by the central government or officers and authorized by the SEBI. Can member also inspect the books of accounts? Generally, members cannot inspect the books of accounts. However, AO allows the members to inspect the book of accounts only to do so. Inspection of financial statement by the shareholders. Every company shall allow every member or trustee or a debenture holder of the trustee of the debenture holder inspection of financial statement. Inspection வந்து எல்லா member allow but seeking information to member allow பண்ணது AOL mention பண்ணிருந்தா they can allow where that is a register of during business financial document and other documents attached thereto. Maintenance of books of accounts and books of paper in electronic form. Books of accounts are maintained in electronic form subject to fulfillment of certain conditions. They should remain accessible in India. They should remain accessible in India at all times at all time and it has to be usable. Information which information contained in the records should be retained completely in the format in which they are originally generated or sent or received, or they can they present accurately the information generated, sent or received. India, it should be accessible in India and detailed completely, and the information contained in the electronic records are complete and unaltered. Backup on the daily physically located kept in a servers physically located in India and done on the daily basis. Displayed in the legible form. Annually, the company intimate the ROC with the right to the service provided, name of the service provider, internet protocol addresses of the service provider, location of the service provider, and if it is maintained in the cloud, such addresses are as provided by the service provider. If the services provider is located outside the India, name and the addresses of the person controlled the books of accounts. Company using the accounting software for maintaining books of accounts. Books of accounts should ensure this following: recording of audit trail and for every transaction creating edit log. For each change made the books of account, the date of change in books of changes were made, ensuring the audit trail cannot be disabled. Board report என்ன சொல்றாங்க? Board report வந்து it should be attached to the financial statement. Contents of the board report என்னென்ன? There should be particulars of a contract, particulars of a contract and arrangement with related parties, extract of annual return, amount which it carries to reserve, amount recommends to be paid by the paid by way of dividend.